The streets were empty, bathed in the pale glow of street lamps, and the air was thick with the scent of rain. Hannah's footsteps slapped against the wet pavement as she half ran, half stumbled toward the glowing green cross sign of the only pharmacy still lit at this hour. Her baby, Aiko, whimpered weakly in her arms, her tiny forehead burning hotter than anything Hannah had ever felt. Every second felt like a countdown, every breath from her baby sounding weaker than the last. When she burst into the pharmacy, breathless and trembling, the man behind the counter barely looked up from his computer screen. "Please," Hannah gasped, cradling her baby tighter, "my daughter, she has a fever, it's really high. I need medicine." The pharmacist, a middle-aged man with tired eyes and an unshaven jaw, finally looked at her. His gaze shifted to the clock, 12:07 a.m. "We're not selling children's medicine without a prescription at this hour," he said flatly. Hannah's heart dropped. "But, she's only 2. I can't get a doctor now, please, just something to bring the fever down." Her voice broke, desperation creeping in. He shook his head, unmoved. "Rules are rules. No prescription, no sale. Try the hospital." Hannah felt her knees weaken. The nearest hospital was 40 minutes away by bus, and buses had stopped running hours ago. She didn't have money for a taxi, not after barely affording rent that month. Tears blurred her vision. She whispered to herself, "What am I supposed to do?" It was then that a voice spoke from behind her. "I'll pay for it. Give her what she needs." Hannah turned to see a tall man, maybe in his early 30s, standing near the shelves. He was wearing a dark hoodie and carrying a small bag of groceries. His eyes were sharp yet kind, and he had the tired look of someone who'd seen his share of sleepless nights. The pharmacist hesitated. "Sir, you know the rules." "Then put it under my name," the man interrupted, his tone calm but firm. "I'll take responsibility." The pharmacist stared at him for a moment, then reluctantly sighed and reached for the medicine. As Hannah clutched the small box to her chest, relief flooding through her, she turned to the stranger. "Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you..." He shook his head. "No thanks needed. Just take care of her." He started to walk away, but Hannah followed him out into the rain. "Wait. Why would you help me? You don't even know me." The man paused under the dim light of a street lamp. For a moment, the rain made his expression unreadable. Then he spoke quietly, almost to himself. "Because I know what it's like to feel helpless at night." Hannah tilted her head, sensing a deeper story behind his words. "My daughter, she's gone," he said finally, his voice tight. "A year ago, she had an asthma attack. I couldn't get her medicine in time. I don't want anyone else to go through that." Hannah's breath caught. She wanted to say something, anything, but her throat tightened. The man gave her a faint smile and turned to leave. "Wait," Hannah said again, her voice soft. "I don't even know your name." "Daichi," he replied. "Just Daichi." In the days that followed, Aiko recovered, her laughter filling the tiny apartment again. But Hannah couldn't stop thinking about Daichi, the quiet strength in his voice, the way his eyes carried a pain deeper than words. She found herself going back to the pharmacy every night that week, hoping to see him again, but he never appeared. It wasn't until a month later, when Aiko was chasing pigeons in the park, that she saw him, sitting alone on a bench, staring at the sky. Hannah approached slowly. "You disappeared," she said gently. He looked at her, a small smile touching his lips. "I didn't want thanks. Just knowing your baby's okay is enough." Hannah sat beside him. "Maybe. But sometimes people need to know they're not alone, too." For a long moment, they just sat there, watching the clouds drift. Two strangers connected by a single night, a single choice, and a shared understanding of loss and love. Hannah never forgot that night, not because it was the night her baby was saved, but because it reminded her that even in the loneliest hours, kindness can appear like a light in the dark. And Daichi, for the first time in a long time, he didn't feel like he was walking through the night alone anymore.